Good morning, the character fan here, right, so my United be right. So Bruno Fernandes has done an interview with the Telegraph, and it's interesting. Jason Burt is conducting the interview. Bruno Fernandes on what he wants from the club. What I always want, what I always say to the club is, you can't promise me that I'm going to win the Premier League. That's impossible. But if you promise me that we're going to be competitive and we're going to be there at the end, that's all I need to know. Because then it's on me to become the best version of myself, to help everyone around to become the best version of themselves, to become the club we want to be. God, I really hope we win the Premier League with Bruno Fernandes, but I don't know. I hope so. I really do. This quote I feel is interesting. Bruno Fernandes, we need to be consistent. We need to understand there's no time to rest, no time to disconnect. To understand that in the full league, every point matters, every small detail will make a difference. Be good in the whole season is much more difficult to do, and that's something we haven't done yet, at least in Zambia, because with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, my second season we were very good until January, and then we drop off. We were top of the league after we beat Burnley, funnily enough, and then City, in brackets, Manchester close brackets, City just put their foot on the pedal, and we ended up coming second. We need to be more consistent. That I agree with, because we can't be like a tap on and off. Oh, we play Man City today. We'll turn it on. Oh, we play Wolves. Oh, nah, we won't bother. So for me, Bruno Fernandes is spot on. We've got to be consistent in every game. But for me, it's going to be difficult with 2 games a week. Next season, Bruno Fernandes on Shea Lacey. I coached Shea Lacey when he was doing his B license with Juan Mata and Harry Maguire. He was 14 years old. I told him he had to change, and that he had to become a man, and that he listened more to Steve than he did back then. But we could already see that he had something different from the others. I have watched Shea Lacey a couple of times, and he reminds me a lot of Phil Foden for some reason. Don't ask me why, he just does. Also, Bruno Fernandes said, no, we come to Man United because we want to win trophies, because money, you can earn it anywhere. Many Premier League clubs pay well. Many clubs in Italy, in Spain, pay well, but we come to this club for its history, for what we want to achieve, and what we think we can achieve. What? Oh, I've read that. But I'll read it again anyway. What I will always say to the club is, you can't promise me that I'm going to win the Premier League. That's impossible. But if you promise me that we'll be competitive and that will be there at the end, that's all I need to know. Then it's up to me to give him up. Yeah, I've read that. So yeah, interesting. Fabrice said something about Bruno Fernandes, that the club are optimistic of keeping him. So yeah, that's interesting. If I can find it. Oh, Bruno Fernandes. The last time the club won the Premier League, it was in 2013. That's too long for a club like Man United. Going so much time without winning the Premier League isn't normal. As a player, you have to understand that the fans, their expectations will always be that we win the Premier League. As players, that's what you expect when you arrive at Manchester United. It doesn't change. I know people say you go to earn more money. I just want the Premier League next season, but I don't know. Antonio Valencia was at Old Trafford a couple of days ago. I think it's yesterday, actually. I don't know. But yeah, Bruno Fernandes is right. We've got to be consistent next season, especially if we want to win the Premier League. But for me, I've said it time and time again, and I'll say it again. We have to sign the right players this summer. If we don't, we're screwed. But I'm not going to get negative just yet. I am looking forward to summer's transfer window, to be fair, but I'm gonna temper my expectations. So yeah, they were good quotes from Bruno Fernandes. To be fair, he's always honest, and I really, 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 really hope we win the Premier League with Bruno Fernandes, whether it's next season or the season after, because he's carried this club on his back for the last. When did he join? Yeah, 6 years. God, January 2020. So yeah, right. So you can tweet me at Carrick_fan 2026. Subscribe to the channel, the Carrick Fan. Comment below, like the video. Take your touch watches. Goodbye from me. Adios. Goodbye.